What's up? Microphone check, checker. Microphone check, microphone checker. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Hollywood. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Lakita Greenwood, what's up? What's up, Sharice? What's up, Mo Money? What's up, Dolly? What's up, Shamillions? What up, Ambitious? Yasmin, No One, Elisa, Shoo. What's up to all my people at Facebook? To everybody who's going to see this later on, what's up? Please hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. All right. Your boy Heaven Hollywood, welcome. Or should I say welcome with a V? To the Heaven Hollywood show, nothing but the truth. Please hit the like button. I need as many likes as I have people in the room. YouTube is real anal about that. They want to make sure that we're not getting any fake listens and fake views and fake clicks. Love you guys. Love you, on. Listen, we got some things to talk about. Make sure you check out my moderators. All the moderators have the two boxes by the side of their name. Sharice is in here. If you want to donate to the page, make sure you do it below. I do have a Cash App. I told y'all. I told y'all I would get it. I do have the Cash App. If you want to donate to the page, if you have Google Pay, that is the email. Kiki, what up? Sugar Honey Iced Tea, what up? So, let's talk, guys. Lisa Raye, Vivica A. Fox, Claudia Jordan, and what's the other chick's name? Sylvia Johnson. Selena Johnson. They had themselves a little quarantine show. And 7 days ago, Lisa Raye came out and made some comments after Usher had made his comment speaking on Nicki Minaj verse Lil Kim in the verses. So Lisa Raye decided to make her comment. Now, I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get a strike by saying, oh, we're using their content, because that's what they're doing now. They're being petty. They see your boy on the come up, so they're going to try to do little things to stop me, but I don't need to play it because we know what she said. We know what she said. She said, "Nicki just need to bow down." Like Beyonce say, "Bow down, bitches." I mean, you ain't got to sit down for long. You know, Diamond. But she's here. What are you talking about? She's here. She's where? Where exactly is she? Where is Lil Kim? Exactly. So ironically, they faced some backlash. The Barbz tore their ass up. They sent over the thing. Actually one of I saw one of the websites. I gotta see which one it is. They took one of my what they call it. Ironically, they call them Barbs from Twitter. You know how they show some of the tweets? I forgot what website I saw it on. And that's when I tweeted, why does she have to bow down to Lil Kim now? Like she's bowed down to already. So so Lisa Raye decides after the whole Doja Cat situation, after she takes the backlash and all of her friends or all of her people are sending her things that, let's be honest, that the heavy hitters gotten her ass about on the live, because that was the highest stream so far. The live that we live streamed and we talked about Lisa Ray that night that they made the comment that so far that's the highest live stream. In StreamYard numbers, it's about 30,000 in StreamYard numbers. With StreamYard, that means between Facebook, Periscope, I mean Facebook, Twitter, my Facebook groups and this one. So she saw it. She saw it. And my problem with Lisa Ray, because a lot of people said, "Oh, have you went off on Lisa Ray." My problem with Lisa Ray is that if Lisa Ray was just making these comments just because she was wanted to add in a helping hand or give her knowledge on music, then I would have no issue with anybody talking music. But the thing is, Lisa Ray was talking from a personal level, and you could tell it was personal. Yesenia, you tell it was personal. And then you see Little Kim chiming in. Oh, my boo, for real. Now everybody knows that Little Kim and Lisa Ray are friends, right? Little Kim and Lisa Ray are friends. So you know she's gonna ride out for Little Kim. But my thing is you're making points that don't need to be made. Where did bow down bitches come from? Where who said did Nicki say she wasn't going to bow down? I mean, I know she's not, she'll need to. But did Nicki come out and say, I'm not bowing down to nobody? She didn't say anything. So that is the reason why she received so much backlash. Because if you read all the comments, everyone was saying, well, what are you talking about? Nicki didn't even say anything. Why are you telling her to bow down? That's not what Usher said. You see, this is what happens. This is this quarantine, right? This is the quarantine and they don't know what else to do. They don't know what else to do. So they need, you know, they're trying to get themselves a show because all of them chicks, none of them are working. You can't get flown out because you it's in the middle of a pandemic. So ain't no niggas trying to flu them out and catch no bacteria, especially how many times them broads been dipped into. So ain't no dudes willing to take the risk. They ain't taking that risk for no Vivica Fox coochie or Lisa Raye coochie. You're not taking that risk. Jayla, you know, this Nicki Minaj, you might take that risk. You know, it's Kylie, they might take that risk. If it's Lori Harvey, they might take that. But that's another story for another day. But now Lisa Raye, after receiving backlash for 7 days, now comes out and says, "Come on, guys. I love Nicki. I love her wigs. I love her this. I love her sound. That ain't what you said a minute ago. That's not what you said. You're a I can speak for everybody and say we're all fans of Nicki. That ain't what you said. You're fans of Nicki, but you're telling her she needs to bow down, bitch. That don't sound like no fan to me. What type of fan are you?" Nicki just been sitting back, ain't said nothing. Nicki hasn't said nothing. I saw a very funny post today. Did you bow down to Nicole Murphy? That was foul. Did you bow down to Roxy after they was bowing down for your husband? As Natalie says, bopping. Uh, Natalie Nunn said after they was bopping for your husband, did you bow down to them? Hey, Yesenia. So now Lisa Raye wants to backtrack and say, "I've always loved Nicki," which I told you she would say. Oh no! Oh, come on, guys. You see, that is going to hurt their chance of getting a show. If people are going out there saying, you're already saying stuff that, you see what happened was they thought that the Nicki haters was going to come out. But as soon as people start making comments like, if you such a fan, why did only 50 people buy her album? Why did she only sell 800 copies? So when you start saying stuff like that, you start putting facts to stuff, and people the story starts to change a little bit. Oh man. So they got in their ass. Claudia too. Claudia too. She can get some of it. Claudia can get some of it. But you see, Claudia is going to be very careful. She's set up and let Lisa do the talking because Claudia is too scared that some of her stuff's gonna spill. Yeah, Yesenia, I fuck like one too. Want to find out? So they want to come out now, and now they're gonna go and do a show, and they're gonna say how you know what we can just love everybody. You know, Megan got number one, Nicki got number one last week, this and the other. You know, those. So why don't we just love them all? And then they're gonna turn and switch it towards Doja Cat. See, now they're gonna switch it towards Doja Cat. Jayla, correct. So now they're gonna change everything towards it. You watch because now it's hating on Doja Cat. So now they're gonna change everything to that narrative. Congratulating Megan. Well, Meg, how they graduating Cardi or how they graduating Doja Cat? I didn't get that comment. They're not congratulating Megan the way they were congratulating Cardi or Doja. What's up, BK Banger? Well, they're not congratulating nobody like they congratulated Cardi because Cardi had the whole universe behind her. Oh, of course not. No, because Cardi had a whole universe behind her, right? All the social media was talking. You know, didn't have that type of buzz for Megan. You know, Oprah Winfrey didn't get called up and said, "Hey, stream Megan Thee Stallion stuff." You know, no politicians at ESPN and stuff like that. So no, they're not going to give her that sort of love. No, Nelly, I don't think that's a good question, but I don't think it's that. I just think females have a general disdain for Nicki, and that is a good point. That when they mention Queen of Hip Hop, people like Lisa Raye is going to say, how they gonna leave my sister out? How they gonna leave out my sister? My sister was the first platinum female rapper, which she has a right. You have a right to defend your friend, and you have a right to defend your sister. But just say you think your sister's the best. You don't have to get mad at Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Yesenia said, "Who's the brat?" Oh, ooh. Yesenia, man, you uh, just after the live, go check her out on YouTube. The brat was the rapper with the braids, cornrows. What does she have? Box braids. We always forget about the brat. And when I was naming my top 10, I even forgot about the brat, and I had to go back and put her in. Now, Nicki's past those girls, but Nicki to me has not passed Missy like that. If she's past Missy, she ain't past Missy by a long shot. You know, like to me, and the brat, I'm not going to take none away from the brat. She was the first platinum female solo artist, right? She was the first female solo artist to sell 1 million records. Before Queen Latifah, before MC Light, before Missy. So the brat, she was definitely no joke. Nikita said, I ain't say Missy. But so I'm gonna assume the question is why is Lisa Raye backtracking? And I'm gonna assume that Lisa Raye, the Barbs and the hitters and the comments from and the tags got in her ass. And she realized how foolish she really sounded. And the very thing that they talk about, oh, pitting women against each other, pitting, 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 pitting. She realized that's what she was doing by saying, bow down, like Beyonce said. Even when she said that, the other two were like looking at her like, that's not really part of what we were talking about. But you see, Lisa on this show, this is gonna be like Lisa's show, right? This is gonna be like Lisa's show. So Lisa's gonna have to head the show just like she did with Single Ladies, and that's why all the cast members fell apart with Lisa then because Lisa thinks she's running shit, and she don't have the the cachet. If you're on the same panel with Vivica Fox, even though Vivica don't have a great resume, her resume is better than Lisa Ray's. So if anybody, Vivica should be running the show because even though, like I said, at least she was in a movie with Will Smith. She was in Kill Bill with a whole bunch of stars. Who's the biggest star Lisa Ray's ever played with? Ice Cube. And you know the funny thing, Mo Money, you are absolutely right about that. As much as I hate to admit it, Stacey Dash was the best character on that show. As much as I hate to admit it, when Stacey Dash left, I didn't even watch it. I stopped. I stopped watching it, and that is I gotta have a lot to say about Stacey Dash because I can't stand Stacey Dash, but Stacey Dash was the best character on that show, and when she left, that show went down the tubes. That is a fact. That is a fact. I will give her that much credit. When she left, when she left that show, I had no more interest in it. They brought in another girl who they tried to make similar look, and they tried to make her talk like her. It just wasn't working. After she left, it was just like it was just corny, and she was prettier too. But that's another story. With no more prop for Stacey. That so it's just funny now to see, Lisa Raye saying, "I speak for everybody when I say we all fans of Nicki. I'm a fan, but you didn't sound like a fan. Well, why didn't you say that? Why didn't you say that last week? Why didn't you say, hey, we fans of Nicki, but we think that Little Kim, we think she's a product of Little Kim. You can say that. I have no problem with people saying that. I may not agree, but I have no problem. Hell, my brother says the same thing. I don't agree with them, but it's an argument. But just come on and say that. You don't got to add in the bow down bitch and all this other stuff because then you come across as bitter and somebody who's got a gripe against Nicki Minaj. And I don't know what it is. Everybody says Nicki's washed up and she's deactivated, which she is. And she's not washed. Deactivated and washed is two different things. Just because she's deactivated, that don't mean she's washed. Little Kim is deactivated and washed, right? But again, just, she's given her props, and this is the last time we really should talk about it. She's given her props. Take that and walk off into the sunset. Right now, she's given you props numerous times, but she's passed you. She has, regardless of how people want to put it. And I know Lisa Raye, it makes Lisa Raye upset, but she's past your sister too. She been past the brat. Not taking nothing away from the brat. She was a great artist and she was great for hip hop. And the brat's legacy in hip hop is cemented. She's the first female rapper to ever go platinum. You're never gonna be able to take that away from the brat. So the brat has a spot in history. She has a spot in history. I don't understand why Lisa Raye just couldn't take that and be done with it. They never make the men do it. That's what I understand. They never make the men bow down to who came before them. You don't see Drake. They don't tell Drake to bow down to Jay. They don't tell J. Cole to bow down to Jay. Kendrick Lamar don't gotta bow down to Snoop. What's up? What's up? No one. You know. So I think Lisa Raye is full of it. I think Lisa Raye is just feeling the backlash. I don't believe she's a fan of Nicki Minaj. I don't believe she likes Nicki Minaj. She seems very jealous of Nicki Minaj. And because her buddy Lil Kim came back and her fans didn't support. So you need to be mad. Yes, they deactivated Kim for Nicki. You need to be mad at Lil Kim's fans. You shouldn't be mad at Nicki. Be mad at Lil Kim's fans. Excuse me. What else we got? Mm, I forgot what else we got on the docket. Sheesh. I heard she is dropping this Friday. I heard Nicki Minaj is dropping a record, but I heard she is not where a lot of people saying how's she going after the pandemic. I heard she is not recording where he is. That's the reason why he had to push it back another week. She's recording her vocals in in a studio in Miami. This is what I was told. So that's the reason why they pushed it back another week because she was originally going to come to where he is. Then she said, of course, Screwface probably told her no, and now she's going to do it in Miami at the same studio she did Hard White and she did the Miami song and whatever song else she did in there. Megan Beyonce. Thank you, Jimmy Ace. So This started to come up to me once it happened. So everyone was trying to figure out where all these things came from, right? And then somebody hit me as soon as this went number one and said, "Hey, you think all this time it was Beyonce that brought all them things up? They sure did find them quick, didn't they? They sure did find them fast." But when you're a witch, you can when you're a witch, you can find these things. Beyonce was not going to respond to Lana Del Rey because Beyonce and Lana Del Rey got a little understanding from her hubby. So she's not going to say nothing to Lana Del Rey because Jay's already told her, don't say nothing. I told you that black book of Lana Del Rey is thick. So when she heard that line, again, y'all be thinking that Beyonce is this nice little sweet, innocent. She's just so cool and so sweet. Beyonce heard that line that Nicki put in that record. She was already pissed off that the record got leaked. When she heard the line that Nicki put in that record, and everybody started bringing Nicki to task, saying it has to be about Beyonce if it's not about Wendy Williams. Beyonce thought, I don't have to promote the record because everybody thinks she's talking about me, and there's no way they're gonna let that go number one. She took the vote, she pulled a Democrat, and she took that Beyonce vote for granted. She took the Beyonce vote for granted and said, "Oh, there's no way they're going number one because everybody knows she talked about me." Once it went number one, and as you can see, Beyonce didn't congratulate nobody. She didn't congratulate Doja Cat because number one, she don't like Doja Cat because she believed her husband wanted Doja Cat prior to all of this. But then when it came out that Doja Cat left, when it came out that when she left Rock Nation, a lot of people thought she got dropped. She didn't get dropped. She left. She left and said, "This guy's not paying attention to me, and he's not going to take me where I want to go. I know who he is, but he's not going to take me where I want to go. So I don't need his company." And on top of that, allegedly, she said he's a horrible executive. Now, everybody talks smack behind Jay's back, but then the people that are sitting there talking smack, they run and tell him. So I don't like I said, I haven't heard anything about Jay and Doja Cat. Like I don't think he has because like I said, I don't think she will screw black men. And I don't care what I just do not feel I don't believe any of that she's talked about. I don't believe anything about, oh, if I think a man is fucking attractive, I think he's attractive. Yeah, he got to be a suit. Like if she's gonna smash a black guy, he's gotta be like super, super, super good looking to her with and a hints of white, like Jesse Williams. She'll smash Jesse Williams. She'll smash Prison Bay, something like that. Maybe Shamar Moore. Maybe Shamar may even be too dark for her. You know, Devin Booker. It's going to be a black person like that. She's not smashing a nigga like Jay-Z. That ain't happening. What a sign! What a, so she's definitely not smashing a regular black dude. That's not going to happen. Boogie with a hoodie. So I truly don't believe she likes black guys. So that's why when she got back on that podium, all right, and people have to start thinking. Remember, when all of this stuff started coming out, what's the first thing people start thinking? Oh, mess with the wrong person. That everybody knows Lana Del Rey's a witch. Lana done brought up all this old stuff, right? The second thing we started thinking was humiliation ritual. But then the third thing we started thinking was, what if it's Beyonce? What if it's Beyonce? That just puts a whole nother twist into it. That puts a whole nother twist into it. I just don't feel. So you feel as though it was Cardi? You think Cardi has the intent? Listen. I'm not. I don't want to say this about her. Not trying to be funny. You think Cardi there with Offset, who has the intelligence of a wet mop? You think Cardi and Offset had enough intelligence to pull all them things up? Nah. Nah. And Kaiser ain't doing it. You know, I just don't think nothing against Cardi. Nothing against Cardi. I just don't. That just don't fit. She just don't fit the profile of somebody that know how to go back to those dates and pull. No, no, no. Uh, no. And what would have been the point? She had already gotten the number one. I can see if this happened before the number one. And I really don't see the point because she doesn't have a record out. You know what I'm saying? I can see you saying that if she had a record out, right? if she had a record out, because Megan is also her competition. So if she would have did that to Doja Cat, then Megan's getting a number one, and they're both her competition. When she comes out, Megan, Doja, of course, Nicki's still making music. It's still gonna be Nicki. Those are still gonna be her competition. So if she's doing it to Doja Cat, okay, she don't get number one. But now that means Megan's gonna get number one. So they're still both your competition. So to me, it just wouldn't have made any sense for her to do that. On top of that, I just don't think she has the wherewithal. She lets you know she don't have the wits to go back and do stuff like that. She'll let you know that out of her own mouth. And then on top of that, if it was Cardi who sabotaged Doja, right? And you know how people on the internet nowadays can find out anything. If she was ever found out, she'd be finished before she even dropped her next album. So I just don't think she'd even take the chance. Well, Doja's considered a rapper because, she was rapping. Like she came into the game really rapping. It's like Drake. People are like, oh, Drake's not a rapper. He came in the game considered to be a rapper. So usually whatever you come in the game being, usually that's what you are. So Doja Cat is going to be down, I think, as a rapper. She'll probably be in both categories. But if she is not a rapper, if she's going to be in the same category as Lizzo come next Grammys, because Lizzo's, I don't know what she's going to put out. I don't know whether Lizzo was just a flash in the pan because they were trying to develop Doja Cat, and the whole Megan thing just don't seem to be working out. I mean, she's losing steam. Yes, she got a number one, but I can't see Megan getting another number one, especially off that EP she's got. I can't see her getting a number one. She strictly got this number one because the song had the dance to it. She tried to do it again with that other dance. Nah, didn't work. No. Stop trying to go on TikTok and make every single song get a dance to it, and you think everybody's gonna follow the Drake formula. Drake told you, man, everybody wanna copy Drake. You think you're gonna get another Kiki, Do You Love Me, and make that song number one. But that doesn't happen all the time. She did it with Savage, but then she tried it again with the other song and it didn't work. And like I said, Meg the Stallion, she's kind of like she's kind of like branding herself like JD said. When JD said people got mad, strap, like a strapper. She's kind of branding herself like a strapper. I mean, she's going up on stage, she's dropping it low, she's twerking as she's rapping. I mean, she's twerking it in her steps. So she's like a stripper rapper. She's like a strapper. And I'm sorry, I don't get the appeal. Only tall dudes will feel comfortable with her. She's like freaking 6'2". Did you see that picture when she was standing? Who was she standing next to? They look like she looked like Andre the Giant. So only mad tall dudes is gonna be able to get into that. I'm sorry, I'm not into that at all. I'm not into her at all. I never have been. You know what I mean? She posts you up. She posting dudes up and dunking on them. But like I said, she raps okay. She raps okay, but I always knew she just don't got it. Like she doesn't have it. You see what I'm saying? She doesn't have it. The it factor. I don't even know what the it factor is, but she don't got it. Whatever it is. Somebody Megan Durant. It's like she don't got it. She don't got the it factor. You know how Kawhi, right? You know how good how Kawhi is good, right? But he's just boring. Like, it's like Tim Duncan. Yeah, you see what he's doing. He's how good he is, but I'm not paying to see Tim Duncan, to see him, you know, hit bank shots all night. Man, I want to see a dunk. I don't want to see, she just don't got the it factor to me. I don't think she said she was going to replace Rihanna. I said I think she said they're trying to make her like the new Rihanna. Now, and that's only because they have to start the process before Rihanna hits a certain age. Now, maybe she's going to be the new Rihanna in fashion. She's a pretty girl. I don't know what type of deal she got coming up. I don't know whether she's going to continue to do music, whether she's going to straight do modeling. Like, I don't know what she's going to do. But I know one thing: Rihanna better do something. I know Rihanna better do something. This doc better drop soon. So after all these things come out, Doja Cat gets to number one last week. I mean, the week before. All these things come out, and then we thought Savage was gone. At least I know I did. And then Megan adds on yet another remix, and then people keep doing the dance and what have you. And next you know, Savage number one. So the powers that be got everything they wanted, except for Nicki getting the number one. If Nicki they tried their best not to counter. That's what all that stuff was about. That was Billboard and everybody trying to find loopholes so Nicki didn't get that number one. That's what that was all about. So they had to eat that, and they'll say, you know what? Okay, we'll eat this one. But at least now, the new Jewish girl that has now cited the racism argument, she's pushing the agenda. She got her number one. And now we have Beyonce getting another number one. So when Grammy time rolls around, we can continue giving her Grammys every year, even when she don't put out records, because they want her to get the 30 Grammys. That's the thing in the business. Before she stops making music, hangs it up, that's why they try to give her an award every year. They want her to get the 30 Grammys. That's her number. That's what I was told. They want her to get to 30. So now this year, since she was on the rap, when she was on the rap, then now all of a sudden she's going to be out for, best rap collaboration. And she's going to win that. I'm telling you right now, the best rap collaboration. Meg Thee Stallion and Beyonce. And Beyonce is going to win that. So that's going to be, I think, Grammy 24 or 25. She'll probably win two. She'll probably win another award for this song. It's something in the number. It's something in the number, Jayla. That thing is all about numbers. It's something in that number. The three is a big number in numerism with them with these people. Threes and six, those are big numbers. 11, 21. So it's something with that number. I would have to actually really research it, but it's something about 30 Grammys they want her to get. I think it's 30. I don't even think it's 33. She'll have to really hang around a long time to get 33. But I'll have to look it up. 33 million. Yeah, I understand that. But from what I hear, it's 30. From what I hear, it's 30. Because I think 33 is for the Masons. But I think a 30th degree or a third degree, and she's only past three. I think a third degree Eastern Star. I think the Eastern Star's highest is 30. See, she's an Eastern Star. She's not a Mason. Eastern Star are the female version of the Masons. Although I got some Clarendon, but I'm gonna take it. So I think 30th degree is an Eastern Star. See, they don't go up to 33 like the Masons. Of course, she's an Eastern Star. Little Kim was an Eastern Star back in the day. She's an Eastern Star, but she's trying to be top. She's trying to be the highest. She's trying to be up there with Madonna. Madonna's an Eastern Star. Madonna's a Matrix. Kick who out? Yeah, I think Kim got kicked out. Not sure. Hold on, guys. Like my nose is killing me right now. We'll be back right after this brief message from my wall. And we're back. Cheers. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome back to Nothing But the Truth here. I am your host, Heaven Hollywood. So while Jay Boogie filling you in on some of those things, I had to go over something that I saw on the blog that G was getting blamed for, and it was totally my fault. All right. I saw G getting blamed for it. I seen some people complaining, but it was absolutely my fault. I just felt as though it was important because we talk about how people steal from this one and steal from that one, and this person's just stealing from that person, and this person's just stealing from that person. Well, as we all know, Rick Ross stole his name from the real Ricky Rose, right? The real Rick Ross. 50 Cent, right? Stole his name from the real 50 Cent, right? So G was not old enough for me to give her that tea. She wasn't old enough to know the sugar I gave her. And she put it on the blog, and it's probably because of the way she put it. She could have left Nicki's name out of it because it makes it seem like she was doing it just because she had something against Lil Kim. But that was my sugar. I just wanted to put that out there because people really don't know that that whole persona that Kim had was someone else. See, but like I said, I don't really get into that because that's street-ish. And I always say I ain't no street N-word, so I don't really talk about street-ish. But just to prove, because everyone is saying this, oh, Nicki stole from her, so and so. Everybody stole from Kim. Well, Kim's persona was stolen from a young lady named Pepper Schwartz. Now, Pepper Schwartz was a street chick. She ran Brooklyn. She was a female crime boss. She had a salon to wash her money, to make her money appear clean. But she was what they used to call in Brooklyn as crimies. Now, Pepper Schwartz had blonde hair. She was a black girl rocking blonde hair. And Kim used to run with her. Kim was like her little sidekick. Well, there was Kim, and then there was another girl. No, there was three girls. There was Kim, there was this other chick named Beatrice, and then there was Queen B, better known as the Queen of Belize. And she looked like Little Kim before Little Kim did all that. So Queen B was a rapper, right? Queen B was a rapper. So Kim took the Queen Bee, from Queen of Belize, because she was the one making noise. And then all the stuff about the stories about the this, that, and the other, hiding this in my pussy, so and so. That was all the life of Pepper. That was the life of Pepper. And then Lance on Rivera was the first one people don't realize to put Kim out. But Lance was managing Kim. And then once that whole thing fell out, big pass, this, that, and the other, then Lance tried to replace Kim with Charlie Baltimore. And then he had Charlie wearing blonde. And then she was emulating Pepper. Had Charlie talking tough on records. Woo, woo, woo. So the thing I say this for is to say everybody gets something from somebody. Everybody. Everybody gets something from somebody. There's hardly anything original. There's hardly anything original. Anything that's being done right now, trust me, it's not original. It's just a lot more. Some it's harder to find. See, it's going to be harder to find Pepper Schwartz because number one, she was a street chick, so she didn't take many pictures. Number two, the internet was not popping back then. You can't go on the internet anywhere unless you, by luck, and see Pepper in a picture with somebody from Brooklyn, maybe Buckshot Shorty or D Rock or something like that. You're not gonna catch her in no pictures. So back to the subject at hand. You know she's heavy into the hoodoo, to the voodoo, and or she has got the power to tell Twitter, bring up her old tweets. Beyonce is one of the few people who have the power to bring that up in a couple hours. She's one of those people who have that power to bring it up in a couple hours. Yeah, Pepper Schwartz still alive. Send it to my DM, Sharice. Sharice got a picture of Pepper Schwartz. That's crazy. That's crazy, Sharice. She's still alive. She's still alive. No, but Jayla, you have to sit there. You know how long that'll take? I probably did, J Boogie. I don't really remember. You know how long that would take, Jayla, to sit there and go back and pull, especially people that tweet a lot, to pull up a tweet from 2015 or 2000. You'll be there forever. What I'm saying is Beyonce can call up Twitter and be like, I need all her tweets, like download it ASAP, sent to my email. Or I need you to start reprinting, retweeting these tweets. Eve wasn't down. Foxy wasn't down. Missy, I think Missy what they was gonna force her to be. That's why I think she quit. I think they was going to force Missy to be down with it. Because I remember at one point Missy was throwing it up, she was covering the eye. But then Missy started getting sick out of nowhere. And she started getting these illnesses that she never should have had. And she believed it was because of the type of music she was doing. Missy's a very spiritual person. And she was very much into Jesus when she came into the game. And I remember one time, and when we did an interview, and we interviewed Missy and Timberland. And one of my questions to Missy was, are you a Christian? Are you very spiritual? Like, do you go to church? And she said, I'm spiritual. I wouldn't call myself religious, but I'm very spiritual. It's hard to be religious. This is the words I'll never forget from her. She just said, it's hard to be religious in this game. And I was like, what does she mean by that? There's plenty of people who say it, thank the Lord, thank this, thank that. She's just like, it's just really hard to be religious in this game. So I believe that they tried to force Missy and that's a good question. And Nicki has bigged up Missy before, and I think it's because Missy used to date Kim. So if Nicki don't like Kim, she don't like Missy. That's the same reason why Mary don't really mess with Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Mary ever done a song with Nicki? So it's like all of these great tandems that we're missing out on because these bitches is all petty. Meanwhile, the dudes, you look at all the dudes that's out, they've mostly all done a song with each other. Drake don't really get along with Kendrick Lamar. He got 2 songs with Kendrick Lamar. Drake got songs with all the people that he's in competition with, except for Pusha. Drake got a song with Meek Mill. He got several songs with Meek Mills. He got songs with Big Sean. He got songs with 2 Chainz. He got songs with Rick Ross. He got songs with Kendrick. He got songs with J. Cole. Migos. Drake got a song with everybody that he's in competition with. Frenchie. Well, Jay wouldn't bow down to Drake. They would have to say Drake has to bow down to Jay. But Drake not going to bow down to Jay. Hmm? No, we don't pit females against each other, water sign. Females pit themselves against each other. You see what I'm saying? Females pit themselves against each other. Because if they came right out and said, there's no beef, I don't care what y'all try to do, and talk to their damn fans, it's their fans that does that. It's their fans that do it. It's not the media. The media, they don't have to listen if the media says there's beef. Why can't you come out and say, no, there's not? That's my girl. That's my bitch. Right? But Lisa Raye did that. Exactly. Lisa Raye did that. Lisa Raye did that. But Nicki and Kim, that's been done a long time ago. And why does that exist? It exists because of Little Kim. It exists because of Little Kim. Women just naturally hate other women. It don't even gotta be rap. It don't even gotta be rap. I bet you all y'all right now on your job, you probably know you know there's a chick that you don't like, and you really don't know why. I guarantee you, to every female right now listening, you can think of a chick that you don't like, and then you probably say, "You know what? I don't really know why I don't like that bitch. I just don't like that bitch." What's up, B Rich? So women are catty. Women, they come past if a girl happened to if a girl happened to have the same shoes as you got, they come past, you mad at them. Bitch, them shoes is sold all over the world. You ain't the only one that got Fashion Nova's website. You see what I'm saying? Well, Drake isn't disloyal to his people. This is the thing. This is the thing. Drake ain't disloyal to the people who's been riding with him because all of them have nothing but he's making all of them eat. He's made all of them millionaires. 40 and Oliver and all these dudes that he's been with from the beginning. He ain't disloyal to them. No new friends. No new friends. He Drake is disloyal to people in the industry because they're disloyal to him. And he knows they're going to be, he knows people in the industry are fake. He's already mastered that and he's already found that out from shit with Kanye, from shit with Nicki, right? The only person, and that's why he still fucks with Wayne, because Wayne has never given him a reason to think he's going to do anything to him. So that's why he'll always fuck with Wayne. Drake is definitely not disloyal. You ask Jay Prince Jr. if Drake is disloyal. Jay Prince Jr. got Drake signed by Lil Wayne, and he says every time Drake sees me, still he has a bag. He hands me a bag, and he been paid me off long time ago. But every time he sees me, he says, "Yeah, I want to thank you for what you did for me. If I would never met you, I wouldn't be who I am today. So I make sure I thank you every time I see you." Well, Nicki was disloyal to him. Nicki was disloyal to him. Now you got to admit that Drake. Let me tell you something. Drake loves the ground Nicki walks on. I used to fight with Rihanna fans every single time and be like, "Nah, he loves Nicki. He settled for Rihanna because he couldn't have Nicki." Let's just be clear. He settled for Rihanna because he couldn't have Nicki. Rihanna fans used to fight me all the time. Well, the only reason Wayne moved past it. No, I'm not seeing your joke. I need to go back. A man's son once said, "Dad, I just don't understand women." His father replied, "That's okay, son. Women understand women and can't stand each other." That's like a riddle. Makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, B Rich. That makes a lot of sense. That's just straight facts. That is straight facts. Yeah, and that's the same time. That's look at them pictures. All you got to do is Google 2014 Summer Jam. Look at the pictures that Nicki took with Rihanna. Look at Rihanna's face. She wanted to kill Nicki that night. She was hurt. Drake, they had just got back together too. So that also probably played into the part of why Rihanna will never take him serious again. But Drake loves Nicki Minaj. And that whole Meek thing, he said in the interview in the Rap Radar, he said the Meek situation probably changed me and Nicki forever. Our Scorpios, you know, we'll forgive you, but man, you keep doing this, it keep that grudge is gonna be held. Drake's right, he's just not Nicki's type. But you know what? Nicki, this is business. You better give up that pussy for that hit record. Might as well. Fuck you gonna give it to Kenny for? What purpose does it serve? Fucking Kenny. What you gonna nut? So what? Find another nigga to make you nut. That's the only thing he could possibly bring to the table is he's good in bed. That's it. That's the only thing this nigga bring to the table. Oh, thug passion. Because it's the truth. No one. What else does Kenny Zoo Petty bring to the table for Nicki? Don't worry, I'll wait. That's it. Hard dick and lies. That's the only thing he can give Nicki Minaj. Hard dick and lies. How would I got you put out, Nikita? And I don't even think it was because she watched Drake be crazy. I just don't think Drake is her type. And I don't even think it's because how Kenny show ain't. He's more, I bet he's more husband material than Kenny Zoo. Drake, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I believe Drake, if he was with Nicki, I believe he'd be husband material. I don't, but I'm sorry. I just kept, now it's a totally different story. But back then, if she had said, it's just going to be me and you, I'm sorry. Drake would have never cheated on Nicki. What he did to Rihanna and them other chicks, I'm telling you right now, he would have never done that to Nicki Minaj. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I mean, everybody at some point gets deactivated. I mean, he's not going to be doing this at 50. You know, he's going to get deactivated at some point. But right now, you know, So, did Megan and Beyonce sabotage Doja? Did Beyonce sabotage Doja Cat? And Lisa Raye says she's a Nicki fan. Do y'all believe her? Do y'all believe her? There's a link. You want to talk about that? You want to talk about uh Nicki and Drake? You ever think they'll reconcile? Who was responsible for Doja Cat's humiliation? Was it Beyonce? Was it Lana Del Rey? Or was it just a humiliation ritual? There's the link. If anybody has a question, I can answer it for you. There's the link. You can click that link, sign on, give yourself a name, come live. What'd you say, Nikita? You said the suspense is killing you? What suspense? I don't think no, he didn't know. He didn't know, and that's the reason why Wayne forget because you have to remember something. Also, throw into a very important fact. I know Tammy Torres, and she put it in her book. Tammy Torres told Drake she wasn't with Wayne, right? So that is another thing. Tammy Torres admitted in her book that she told Drake she wasn't with Wayne. It wasn't until after Drake had already smashed Tammy Torres that he found out she was with Wayne. Yeah, he gonna mess around. And I'm gonna get Nebby pregnant, and then me and Drake, whatever friendship we was ever going to have, if we was ever gonna have one, our make believe friendship will be over. So I'm telling you right now, if I ever got Nebby, I ain't pulling out. Just saying, I ain't pulling out. Hey,
Yes. Hi.
add to the stream. Let's go, La Femi.
Yeah. What am I doing? Did I do something wrong? Can you hear me? Oh.
It did not work. I can't. Why can't I hear her? Hold on. Okay, unmute your mic. La Femi, unmute your mic. I can't hear her. Take
Oh, can
two.
y'all hear
I'm
me?
sorry, I couldn't hear.
Can y'all hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Oh, yay!
I can. Hey, I can hear you now. What's up, La Femi? What's going on?
What's up?
How you doing? What you want to discuss tonight? What we got? What we got?
Okay, no, all right. So I really think that it's very possible that Beyonce definitely sabotaged Doja Cat.
And why would you think Beyonce would do that?
I feel like she did it because it was like the first time where she's actually in competition with all the girls. I don't think she expected to be number two.
That's a good point. You know she didn't. You know Beyonce don't like being number two.
And
Like people think that she's got this nice. Beyonce don't like falling to numbers, especially it's Nicki Minaj and
do you
Doja Cat.
remember what she said? Right? She said top two, and I'm not number two.
Hmm. Good point. I forgot about that. Forgot about that. And the record, I believe, was that ape. No, not ape shit. That was
Which song was that?
it was a record right before ape shit. The one when she said it was another record with Jay when she was kind of doing that rapping.
Yes, it was a
uh
rap type flow with
yeah,
with
she was
him.
doing like that rap, that hybrid type rapping singing type thing. And I believe it was the song where they said uh top two and ain't number two for nothing, right? Um I remember the song. That may have been it was one of them remixes with Jay. She was on, Jay was on it. So but that is true.
Keisha
That is,
said top off song. That was the name of it. Top off.
maybe that was it. That was it. And she made that comment. So I believe that, and you could be right. I do believe that she's number one, she's got the power to do it.
Yes, she
Um
could pull those
yeah,
strings.
she can
I
have
don't.
those things pulled quickly.
I don't like. I see what happened with Lana Del Rey, but you know, it took something a little bit more. It couldn't be just that. I honestly don't think it could be just that. I feel like Beyonce had definitely had something to do with it. I feel like she's always threatened. She might be the one showing love because I didn't even see her show love to Doja and Nicki the week before.
No, she didn't. And she's been the only one that's come out, has not said, "Hey, ladies, we did it." She's the only
Yes,
one who has not made that sort of comment.
yes. Every other one, Meg said it, Doja said it, Nicki said it. They said how honored they were to be a
Right.
part of history like that, and she said nothing at all, but sent
Listen,
flowers today.
I'm telling you, man. I think you might have a point. La Femi, where you from, La Femi?
I'm Bayesian.
Beijing. Hey,
I'm Bayesian. That's what I go. I love Nicki, but Rihanna's my girl. Like
you go
that's
hard for Riri.
yeah, I do. I do. I'm sorry. So Sharice,
What's going on
we
with
gonna
your
get into
girl's
it.
album?
You know what? I really want to hang it up. I'm not checking for it. When
Mm,
everybody's I'm not checking for
interesting.
it at all. The time has passed for that. How many delays
Wow.
could you have?
So so you're not checking for your Fave's album?
Nope. Nope. Because I feel like it's going to get to the point where her album will come out
Mm-hmm.
and we've been waiting for so long we won't care. It won't matter.
Oh,
That's how I feel. And I love Rihanna, but nah. I'm over. I feel like she has put so much time into every other business. I don't think she really has it for music anymore. I don't know if anybody else agrees, but I don't think she has it for music anymore because she
Mm,
would have been dropped the album.
I do agree. I'm telling you something. She doesn't seem like she let me get my Doja Cat on. She doesn't seem like she is like passing burns kind of like um she's like doesn't really seem like she really wants it, sorta. It's bye.
But then I want you to think about it, right? Like, there's always been like this tandem of, who is the top female, right? When
Right.
it comes to pop music. And it's almost like every time Rihanna came out, then Beyonce would come out, and Rihanna would come out, and Beyonce would come out. Now there's in this period of time where you just get these surprise drops from Beyonce, and I feel like Rihanna could drop at any time, and she just does not do it.
Right.
Why?
It's gonna, we want to hear some more than some damn get it, huh? Get it. No, 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 no.
No, I like the reggae tip Rihanna. I like that one. I
Oh,
like
so
that one.
so that's the type of, so you like the work, the upon the
Yes,
replay, the
good gal. I love that. Not Ponder Replay. That was the first one, and I was like, this is not it. I was like, this is not it, sis. But you know what? I'm repping for you. I'm proud of you. Let's go. But I
right.
like good gal. I like work. I like that type of Rihanna music.
Oh, so big time Riri fan, yo. I really, really appreciate you. You had some great insights.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate your support.
Thank you. Thank you. I listen, guys. When I tell you, I'll be at home and I'll just be waiting, like, oh my gosh, where's he gonna go on? Where's he? It's like the highlight of my night sometimes. So I really appreciate you guys. You guys are so much
Yeah,
fun. I love it. Thank you, guys.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Left Femme. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Woo, that was beautiful. Girl, you sound good. Oh, baby.
Hey,
What up?
you can hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah, I
hear
can
you.
hear you. What's up, man?
Yep. What's popping?
Yo, you know who this is, right? My name is D Rich on YouTube, this billionaire.
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Y'all over there talking about
Yeah,
Rihanna, you know I had to jump in.
you had to jump in. Okay, what's your take on Riri, B Rich?
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think it's smart for her not to release the album yet, only because if she don't get her ducks in a row while she's hot with all that shit that Jay and Beyonce be doing to her career, it will hurt
Right.
her in the long run. You know what I mean? Like the way that they did Anti. As a fan, yeah, I want to hear her music, but you don't want Rihanna to be one of them people that because they didn't make money in business while they were hot before they would be activated, she has nothing to transition to. You know what I mean?
Hmm. That's a very interesting point. So you as a Rihanna fan, you feel as though you don't really care what she drops either.
I mean, I don't know. I just think that between all the stuff that we learned from you, all the stuff that we learned from Spill the Sugar, the way that Jay be moving, you know, whenever she get married, he's gonna be mad. If she has a child, she's gonna be mad. No, I mean, but let's just keep it a buck. Like we sit here and we talk about Drake chasing her, but we know some of the stuff Jay has done to this girl behind the scenes. So
Mm.
it's just like, as a fan, yeah, we want music, but when you really rock with somebody, you gotta let them get that bag. Every time she hook up with a nigga, he cheat on her. With, you know what I mean? Like,
Tell him, B
let's just
Rich.
keep it 100. So if you really are a fan of a person, somebody
Yeah.
as iconic as her, yeah, it might take 4 or 5 years to get an album, but I would prefer to see her go into business and kill it, because every business she has, Beyonce has tried and failed. Well, all the witchcraft and Beyonce. Look, and the crazy thing is, Rihanna be posting Bible verses, and Beyonce be practicing witchcraft, and everything that Rihanna touched, Beyonce done tried and it done failed. No, tell me I'm lying though. Tell me the bad way yours is the Lord's, so she can keep on crushing up elixirs and doing. She can. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. The blood of Jesus ain't nothing to play with, so she can keep doing whatever she's doing.
Hey, you gotta be rich.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, like, and I understand the frustration, but at the same time, at the end of her career, I think that it would be better for her to come in the fashion game, come in the beauty game, kill it. The next album's probably going to be her last album. I'm more than sure, because she's correct. And when you work with a nigga like Jay, yo, I remember one time, like 4 years ago, me and G was having a conversation on Instagram. Mm-hmm. She was telling me before Beyonce caught Jay, this is before Lemonade, all of that, Jay had an apartment 1 block away from Rihanna's condo. He was so obsessed with the girl. And it's like, when you're young and you come in the game and you're like, yo, I'm just trying to make money to feed my family, that's not even a conducive environment for a creative. You know what I mean? Man. Who wants to be in an industry that's ran by someone that acts like a tyrant? So I get it, but at the same time, I used to be when I found G's page and I started finding out the way that Jay, I used to be the biggest Jay-Z fan in the world. And then I started researching his business deals, right? And it didn't add up. And I'm like, yo, this nigga's a fraud. Like, it's okay to, he's, because Jay, like, even when you break down his business deals, when you look at what he does, and I'm passionate about entrepreneurship, so when you break down the business deals, when you find out the $56 million that was used to purchase Tidal was put up by Live Nation, and he was so angry because it was an embarrassment that it kept getting taken apart. When they kept flying through CEOs, it was because Apple and Spotify was like, we're not about to let this nigga into the Billionaire Boys Club. So they was releasing the news reports for every time he flew through a CEO. And as a fan, when you look at that, the first public perception when a company can't keep leadership is that the company's failing because it starts from the top going down. Like the way he handled things, people popping up missing, that's between him and God, okay? But I'm just saying, if you really, and the thing that makes it even crazier is that people love Rihanna because she's comfortable being herself. You can walk up to her, call her all kinds of whores. She won't care. She'll walk away and she'll take your nigga home and then send him back the next morning. Beyonce, you say one thing about her, you're going to be in the unemployment line. Burger King won't hire you. You won't want to drink no water no more. She probably interpret different colors. You do using spells. Like, you just don't get a certain level of respect when you do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna tell you something that's crazier. When she started dating the dude Hassan, remember when she went to the Grammys and she had the flash, and Chance the Rapper was like, Rihanna should have won Album of the Year. Yeah. And all of a sudden, all these news reports that made it look like Hassan was Osama bin Laden's nephew popped up about his family supplying right? Remember that? Me and G was talking about she thought at the time, and I agree with her, that it was Jay that did that out of jealousy. And it probably was, right?
I didn't know that.
When A$AP Rocky is running around with her, all of a sudden a sex tape comes out of A$AP Rocky.
Yo, that is true.
So unless Rihanna finds a dude that's heavy in business and has a stacked deck and tells Jay, look, you're going to have to chill, I don't think she's going to be happy with nobody in the industry. So from a logical perspective, of course I want a Rihanna album. Anti was amazing. She could put out more. But under that regime over at Rock Nation, come on, like that's crazy. Who can work in an environment like that? Like, we got to be fair to her as human beings, I think.
Wow. Well said, B Rich. Well said. B Rich, where you from, B Rich?
What'd you say?
Where you from?
I'm from Baltimore.
Baltimore. Be more in the house.
Yeah, so It was a story some years ago about when Michelle Obama had Rihanna banned from the White House. I was the one that gave you that story because one of his chefs had been the chef for Obama, Baby Bush, Clinton, and Daddy Bush. And he would come to the cigar shop that I go to, and he would tell us stories about how stressed out Obama was and how he would deal with it. He would tell us stories about how Michelle Obama, a lot of people didn't really like her in the White House, but Obama would never argue with her. He would always let her win every argument. And one day,
hold on. So you gave G the story about Rihanna being banned from the White House.
Right, and remember, you were the one that followed up with Obama's Angels. Right. So when you came into the pic, that's how I knew she knew I wasn't lying. Because I didn't even know who you were for like another year and a half, 2 years. All of that is correct. But you gotta remember, when Rihanna went there the first time to meet him, one day, Michelle Obama was walking around the White House. This is no bullshit. She was walking around the White House. And she looked outside the window in one of the areas of the White House, and she saw Rihanna and Obama having coffee, and there was nobody staying with them. That was her last trip to the fucking White House. She never come. She ain't never come back.
So hold on.
Yep.
See, and the funny thing is, on the blog, the Radiant one works with the government, and she confirmed every last thing that you said. That's how I told G to print it, because when G first heard it, she was like, "Should I print it?" And then I said, "Get with the Radiant one." Like she said, the Radiant one works for the government because she's the one who gave her the story about the hotel.
Yeah.
So that she said. She confirmed everything that you said, so he definitely was not lying.
The crazy thing is, the person that told me when we were sitting down having a cigar together, he said, "The next time I see you tomorrow, I'm going to bring you proof that I worked in the White House." He showed up. He had a folder with pictures that he took with Obama. Obama gave him. Now, when he transitioned and Trump was coming in, anybody in the White House that has served prior military and had retirement got out of there. None of them wanted to work for Trump. So he was showing me all his documents, and I knew he wasn't lying because he's a good guy. But you got to think, because I'm in Baltimore, we're so close to DC. I'm running a former Secret Service, former military, active military, all the time. So I hear all kinds of stuff about what's going on. But he know Rihanna, my girl. He was like, "Hey, Michelle saw that. Yo, she ain't never come back to that White House.
Wow.
Not farewell, nothing. She got her out of there."
That is true. She came there at one time because I think she didn't clear it with Barack. Didn't clear it with her that Rihanna was coming. And you know that Michelle and Beyonce are girls.
Yep. All of that is true. It's sad, yo. I'm telling you, you would think with all the money that they done made and as pristine as Beyonce tried to appear, you would think, like the whole thing with Beyonce trying to pay off the writers at Forbes to not put Rihanna ahead of her. In the last 6 months. Yeah. Yo, you listen, hey, if I'm lying, no, because she has a serious obsession with the fact that this girl, everything Rihanna touched come out gold. And everything Beyonce touched, that Ivy Park is trash. Now let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Puma, Fenty, I'm not, I don't wear stuff like that. I don't do makeup, the face paint. I don't do that girly shit. However, if I had to pick a collection to buy for one of my girls, I'm not going nowhere near Ivy Park. You remember FloJo? You remember FloJo that ran in the Olympics? How she would have, she's a true heroine. She did her thing. She's a part of Black history. Well, you remember when she would run and her outfits were like really different and she wanted to be herself and express herself and she was hot at that time?
I remember Flojo. Yep.
Flojo was hot at that time. Beyonce's Ivy Park looked like she's trying to make you dress like that now. I don't want to see nobody walking down the street with one leg of clothing. Like I don't want to see that. And you remember back in the day when Beyonce did the joint with her mom, the House of Darion, like she tried. But
right.
even when her mother was giving her the input for the clothing line,
right.
You remember the Wild Wild West?
Yep.
You remember the saloons? You remember the saloons from the Wild Wild West? That's what that looked like. Like we about to go there. Like I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it.
Oh man.
Yo, I'm telling you, whenever you start that no receipts, we taking a bag. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you can't. I don't know, I don't know about her obsession with this girl, and it's crazy because Rihanna, one of Rihanna's aunts, she's actually half Guyanese, but for marketing purposes, they just say she's from Barbados. They don't talk about her being from Guyana. You think I'm lying? Google St. John, the artist that got signed to Rock Nation.
Play about Rihanna, boy.
No, because and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it 100. When me and G first started talking, she was telling me, and I'm not gonna say everything on YouTube just out of respect, but when she was telling me some of the stuff that was going on with Rihanna, and I would like meet people here and there that would confirm it, and I'd be like, yo, I didn't know Jay was that type of, like, I didn't know, like, he act like a ugly nigga with money, and ugly niggas with money that don't have self-esteem, that's how they act. So when I started hearing some of the stuff he was doing, I'm like, dog, what's going on? I don't understand. Like, how can you move like this? Like, only thing I pray is that if Rihanna had to succumb to him, is that the lights was off. Because looking at that face, Lord, yuck.
Yo, man, yo, I appreciate it, man, like that. Woo!
So her aunt, this is the last thing I'm gonna tell you. One of her aunts, who was full-blown Guyanese, used to be a co-pastor of a church in Baltimore 20 years ago.
Coming with the
and I grew up with two of her sons. So
this is exclusive stuff. You only get this.
Only for having Hollywood. Only for having Hollywood. So one of her cousins that would come to the church here and there, every time she will always brag about her because that's her cousin, and she has a very loving family. But when Rihanna posts those Bible verses and stuff like that on her page, none of that is for cat. She means that. So when she be thanking God and this, that, and the third, all I know is even if her and Beyonce attempted to be friends, the energy around them is so different, it would never work.
Nope.
It would never work.
The truth. Because you see, they tried to fake it for Jay. When Jay called that little meeting, they tried to fake it. When Rihanna did it once, she was so, that was the night she had that damn, that flask. She was so put off from being fake. She was drinking all night. If you remember, that was the night she was getting drunk, and she lost all her Grammy chances. She didn't win no Grammys that night. I think she was nominated for like 4 or 5. She won no Grammys, and she was just drinking. She had to be fake because Beyonce was pregnant with them twins, and Jay was like, called the meeting, told them, oh, the public's starting to notice that this and the other. She was blowing fake kisses to her. After that night, she never talked to that bitch again. I mean,
she did. But you gotta give her props because at least she was professional and she tried. Look, when you try to work it out with somebody and they still want to be petty, fuck them. It is what it is. Ain't nothing else you can do. She just needs to go. And the crazy thing is, you want to know where Rihanna was less than a week after she left the Grammys? You know where she was?
Where's she at?
She was in the Maldives with Hassan. He was sneaking her out to different exclusive islands before anybody even sniffed their tracks. I knew G wasn't lying before she even put this out. I heard about this. She had been, because she tired of them industry. Look, I'm not trying to get in the girl's business. I don't blame her. I'm just saying, because when somebody is a real fan about somebody, you can find out everything except their social security number. Before she did the Fenty Puma line, 6-7 years prior, she had already been trademarking the names. The reason Anti took so long to come out, she filed so many lawsuits against Jay just to get away from him, and he would have him taken out of there. He would have him taken out of the media. So when she first came to Rock Nation, this is why I said Rock Nation is the house beyond the bill. When she first came there, she filed a lawsuit against Jay within the first year because he was trying to dump all his producers on her album. So when they started the little tiff back and forth, and that album took forever to come out, she was like, I want creative control or I'm leaving. So he gave it to her. And then they negotiated for her past 7 albums. Rihanna owns most of her masters, but they keep it out of the public. You think I'm lying? You can research any of this. She was not fucking with Jay for a long time.
For a long time.
What's his face? Jay Brown, one of his family members got their realtor's license. I know this sounds crazy, right? Like you see a black image and a person telling you all this information. One of his family members, right, got their realtor's license and was selling houses and was trying to boost up their resume. So they sold Rihanna a house. She said, fine, I'll take it. She trusted him. This was the beginning of the end. This is before she found out about all the money Jay was stealing and all this. She bought the house, right? Mm-hmm. Less than 6 months later, it was a nice little pool house. Less than 6 months later, it was mold all in the house. It was completely messed up. Didn't pass any state qualifications. But because Bree had the money and was trying to look out, she was trying to hold them down. And every which way, they were screwing this girl over. So her not messing with Jay goes so far beyond what most of the public knows. That's why I say back to my original point. In an industry like that, and that's the reins of power you have to deal with, it's smart that while everybody is like, oh, that's Riri, we fuck with Riri, go get your bag, because if you leave it to Jay, she's going to be strung out like Susie Perez. And that's no disrespect. That's no disrespect.
Yeah.
Yo, you can't trust them. You can't trust them.
Wow.
Now, an ugly nigga with money that ain't seen a psychotherapist, you cannot trust. Yo, I'm telling you. Because the ugly niggas with money, they make the pretty bitches that they get because they got money, they make them pay for all the girls that turned them down to school, all the times they got picked on. You paying for all of that.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yo, be too much, B. There's too much. Yo, I appreciate you coming through, man. Say some. Say some.
Somebody, look, I'm telling you now, and whoever can watch this YouTube and send somebody to come for me if they want, I'm protected. I'm with the shits, it's whatever. I ain't gonna wind up like Kathy White and the rest of all them. You can try it if you want to.
Yo, man. I would definitely holler at you. I would definitely holler at you. Thank you. You came through. Holler at me in the DM. All right. Wow. Wow. Be rich. That's billionaire for y'all that be in the chat room. Wow. Came through with more tea that I didn't even know. Now you know that I told what I say. Didn't I say billionaire needs to do, we need to get that other blog going? No receipts. Except he came with receipts. That's exclusive stuff. You ain't heard none of this. You ain't gonna hear this on Mob Radio. Shout out to Mob Radio. You ain't gonna hear it on what's his name? The dude, the little sweet dude. Forgot his name. You ain't gonna hear it on him. You ain't gonna hear it on Lovely T. You ain't gonna hear it on Tasha. Right here. Be More's in the house. How y'all like that? Woo! Wow. Yeah, redoing this. I listen to Billionaire and La Femi. You know what? I hope she don't come out either. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all, man. And I hope she dropped that documentary and just blast them. That was hard. Zari said that was hard. That's all you could say. That was hard. Billionaire is a cigar connoisseur to collect cigars. Expensive cigars. I've seen the kind of cigars she be smoking. But hey man, that's it. It's 12:30. We about to be up out of here. We did 2 hours and it was fire. Thank everybody. Thank all my moderators. I think Sharice held it down by herself tonight. If she did not, thank you, Miss Char. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Dolly with the T. Thank you, Fifi, Mo Money, Nehemiah, Tough, Nikita, Karma. What's up? Oh yeah, Karma is my moderator too. Thank you, Karma. Dre, Sugar Honey Ice Tea. Thank you. Thank you, Water Sign. No One, Shakespeare's, Tough, Matty, my boy Jimmy Ace, Mo Money, Water Sign. Who else? Natalie, Elisa, Desert Storm, Ambitious, which is Ambitious. Who else? Shout all y'all out, man, for coming through. Did I forget anybody? Chad, Baby. I'll tell you, man, I really did want Rihanna and this dude to work out. I really think Rihanna, Keisha, thank you, Keisha, Natasha, Shu, I really did want them to work out. Baby Stink. I really wanted Rihanna and this dude to work out, but if it ain't in the cards, it ain't in the cards. And of course, shout out Billionaire and La Femi for coming through. Tell him, man, when we come back, man, y'all got to come on this live stream and hold all y'all in this bed. Travel Mama. Oh, Nehemiah Travel Mama. Okay. I'll get to know y'all's names. No problem. Thank all y'all, man. I love y'all. And follow the blog. Follow me, Heaven Hollywood. On Twitter, I'm Heaven Hollywood. The Cash App is Heaven Hollywood. Google Pay is Heaven Clark at Gmail. But as long as y'all come in here and hit the likes, man, all that other stuff is extra. Y'all be safe out there. Have a good night. Remember, fortune favors the prepared, man. Y'all prepare for tomorrow. Peace.